Hello and welcome back to the Old Realms and our NECRARCH. Yes, I actually forgot the name of the career there for a second, but yes, our NECRARCH is here, and as you can see, I actually did find some Necromancer's robes, and I also found a NECRARCH cape, an actual cape for the career itself, which I am very, very excited about, because that means that if there is a cape, that means that there might actually be other sections of the armor set, and I can't wait to actually find out whether we can get some of that. Anyway, I've been leveling up my medicine skill, as you can see right here. I've basically just been doing auto-resolves, as you might expect. And we're going to just get veterinarian, because that's going to get me some really, really expensive mounts, hopefully. And then I'm going to be able to sell those for even more extra cash and all that wonderful stuff. And we do have another focus point to spend. So what am I going to spend it on? Well, I should probably be spending it on, let's see, roguery, right? Yep, I should probably spend it on roguery. So let's do that. And we also have 2 career points, because I have leveled up twice, apparently. I didn't even realize that I had leveled up twice, but yes. Anyway, what do we want to go for? What do we want to go for? Yes, well, this is obviously good. Ability starts charged and it scales with medicine. That's really, really good. Hunger for knowledge is obviously great when, because it constantly charges itself, which is obviously really, really nice. Let's see. I'm actually not entirely sure if I like this one that much. Maybe what we want to do is we want to lower this a little bit, and then we want to actually increase that. So let's see. Let's actually get hunger for knowledge. The career ability is constantly slowly recharged. It depends how fast, right? Depends how fast. Maybe that's going to be really, really good. Maybe that would be fun. I don't know. Maybe that would be fun. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, we've swapped around a little bit of things here, and hopefully this is going to be cool. And what we're going to be doing now is we are going to be defiling this shrine for dark energy, and the followers of Sigmar will remember this. And that means we'll perceive this as a crime. That's it? That's it? Nothing else? No people coming out to attack us or anything like that? No, it doesn't seem like it. Alright, well, I'm gonna make my way back to vampire territory. I actually traveled a relatively far distance because I wanted to be far away from pretty much anything, so I'm gonna make my way back there. And it looks as though I've actually found a companion here. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to get him straight away. He's only 20,000, so I thought, hey, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Now, the main reason why I wanted to actually raid that shrine is because I wanted to get 1,500 dark energy. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of something here. So, in other words, we're going to go into the Dark Magister here, and we're going to speak to him, and we're going to see exactly what's going on. Because if, there we go, I can feel my dark power continuing to grow. Provide me access to more forbidden magic, mortal. Why is it 2,000 now all of a sudden? Okay, it said 2,000, but it said I had 1,500, and that seems absolutely fine. So now we can choose a lore to specialize in, and we can choose dark magic. I am going to be choosing dark magic here. And now we can actually spec into dark magic. As you can see right here, we have dark magic available. And now I can spec into Screaming Skull, for example, which I actually very much appreciate. I think that's probably going to be the thing that I will take. Don't really want to use Power of Darkness that much. Soul Rain is actually really, really good, by the way. That's if enemies are super clumped up. So that might be something that we want to go for too. Yeah, let's get both of them. Why not? Let's get both of them. I think that sounds kind of fun. Unfortunately for me, though, I literally only have... well, I basically have 0. I have 0 dark energy now. And so we're going to have to very quickly do something about that. I'm going to have to get rid of Magic Bolt now, I think. Or I can get rid of Raise the Dead. I mean, Raise the Dead is actually really useful, so... The thing is, I'm not going to have enough magic to be able to use all of these. I think Magic Bolt is really useful, so I'm going to get rid of this. We're going to get... Dance Macabre, I think that's obviously fine. Let's get these and these and these. Let's get that and that. And then there we go. Okay, so we'll have 4 spells. We're not going to use Raise the Dead. Even though I actually think that that is actually kind of impactful, but I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, there is an Ungor camp over here. I've actually been using this Beastman camp to grind on Beastmen as much as I possibly can. There's always been huge amounts of parties in and around there, and there's also a traveling merchant here, so let's actually speak to him and see what he has for us. Does he have anything good for us? No. No, he doesn't have anything good for us. Somewhat unfortunate, but not entirely unexpected. So we should be absolutely fine here. And yeah, otherwise, Beastmen. That's pretty much what I've been doing. As you can see right here, we have an Ungor camp. Unfortunately, there we go. We do have some over here. And I think we might want to go in here just to test out our Screaming Skull and the Soul Rain. I kind of know how Soul Rain works, and I kind of also know how Screaming Skull works, but I kind of want to see. This actually also gives me a good opportunity to test out the slow recharge of the class ability, and as you can see right here, it's actually already at 80%, and I can imagine that it's very, very powerful if we... why do I not have enough Winds of Magic? Why do I only have 5? I haven't used any spells. Why do I only have 5? Okay, did something happen? Did I lose? Oh, maybe it's because I used my dark energy or something like that. But that should have. Okay, that's kind of strange. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, but all right. Okay, let's just see what happens here then. Boom, nice damage. Actually, insane amounts of damage, if I do say so myself. And well, yeah, I only have 5 wind of magic for some reason. I don't actually understand. That is very weird. All right, I guess I'm just gonna zoom, and yeah, I actually did find, as I obviously said to you before, we did find a companion. That's also the main reason why I'm actually deciding to not have Raised Dead anymore, because he is a necromancer. I'm going to assume that he's going to be the one doing a little bit of the summoning, you know. He's going to do all the summoning and he's going to do all that stuff. I'm going to assume that maybe my Winds of Magic were being taken by the dark energy. That might actually be it, because we didn't have any dark energy, right? So we needed a way for us to pay our wages to the various undead units, and I'm going to assume that that was it. That was probably the main reason. But yeah, anyway, let's go and actually try and see, where is that Beastman Herdstone? There is a Beastman Herdstone somewhere nearby as well, because I actually went close to one before, and I actually fought some Beastman raiders. That would be kind of fun. I would also like to become a vassal / mercenary, so it would be quite fun to do that. Hello there, sir. Let me actually go and speak to you now. It's probably a good idea for now to do this, so I'm offering you my sword. Wait, no, not this way. I offer you, yes, there we are. Yes, 410. Ooh, that's nice. 410. Okay, here we go. Who are we at war against? Let me at them. All right, here we go. These guys over here. Okay, so I'm obviously not exactly great with my army at the moment, mostly because I don't really have enough dark energy, but I'm hoping that that is going to change very rapidly, because if I get into some battles, I am inevitably going to be earning a huge amount of prisoners, and as a result, we're then going to have a lot of dark energy, because we're going to convert them, obviously. So what we want to do is we want to be a little bit careful of these guys. I'm actually not entirely sure. Or should we try and fight some... we could try to fight some caravans, I guess. Caravans would probably be relatively good. But they're really fast. Maybe we can catch up now, because it's the night time. Oh no! Wow. Yeah, no, these guys are way too swift. We might be able to catch up to some of these though. Yeah, I think we can catch up to this guy for sure. Or not. Oh wow! I'm getting really unlucky with these guys. That's for sure. Hello. What about you, sir? Would you like to fight me? I don't really want to fight him in the nighttime if I can help it. So I'm actually just going to wait until daytime. There we go. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. So because we have magic, I am almost 100% certain that we should be fine. And then we'll see what happens. Okay. Because I am going to play, I think we should probably play relatively aggressively. We should play quite aggressively, get right in his face, try to get my undead units dealing damage so that we can generate more of our special ability. That's probably going to be relatively useful. Let's put this here, even though he's mounted. Not really going to send him anywhere, am I? And as you can see, he is indeed going to cast a bunch of undead, which is very useful. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, so I now have Winds of Magic, which I can indeed use. So that's great. So it was indeed the dark energy, I suppose, that was causing some kind of problem with the regeneration of it. And let's see what happens. Okay, I'm actually just going to tell everyone to charge. How many archers do I have actually? I've got 17. Okay, let's tell them to stand on the other side of the river here. And what we're going to do is we're going to do Screaming Skull at these guys. There we go. Boom. Screaming Skull is absolutely fantastic, by the way, as you can quite clearly tell. One of my favorite spells in the entire game, just purely because of the way it looks, as well as how much damage it does, and the way that it works is fantastic. And as far as I remember, and this, correct me if I'm wrong, but in a previous version of the Old Realms, I think Screaming Skull was actually on a much lower cooldown. I think it was on a 30-second cooldown before, but maybe I'm misremembering that. I probably am, all things considered. But that's very cool nevertheless. And yeah, oh yeah, we should probably use my special ability, shouldn't I? So let's do that. I'm just gonna do this. Boom! Massive damage, massive damage. We did end up killing 2 of my own troops, but that is to be expected, of course. Nothing really to do about that. And we're just gonna use... Oh, I do so much damage now, even with Magic Bolt, which is hilarious. Even with Magic Bolt, I am doing massive damage, so... This is really fun, actually. Really, really fun. And, yeah, I should probably do a little bit of something here. Let's try to kill that. Boom, nice. And my other Necromancer friend is actually doing damage. He's actually being kind of useful, surprisingly enough. Because usually whenever I get a companion that's a caster, usually they're not that good. You know, they do tend to be somewhat trigger happy. They tend to shoot their own people. You know, they tend to kill their own and all that stuff. So it's actually kind of nice that that's a little bit different this time around. And who's this guy? I'm gonna actually try to kill him if I can. Okay, wow, that didn't do as much as I thought. Oh well, never mind. I thought it would actually kill him, but yes, I guess it doesn't matter too much. There we go. Let's take him down, and there we have it. Alright, nice victory for us right there, and we ended up losing very few people, but we did get 48 influence for that, and 48 influence is going to translate very nicely into the coffers of our warband here. We're going to get a lot of money for this. I'm actually wondering whether I should take him prisoner or let him go. If I let him go, does that give me more dark energy? That's the question. Because I can't execute people as far as I'm aware. Okay, I'll just let him go and see what happens. I don't think that's going to give me anything. No, it doesn't. Okay, well, that's fine. Because look at it this way. Look at how many people we've got here. Look at how many people we have to potentially let go. We are going to be getting so much dark energy. Or at least we should do, right? We should? Right? I mean, come on. We should be able to. So let's just see what happens. Okay, yeah, that didn't actually work as intended, unfortunately. But yeah, it's fine. There we go. Let's see how much we're going to get. Whoa, we now have 764. 764 dark energy. That just goes to show. Absolutely 100% worth becoming a mercenary here. I am going to be flying along really, really nicely. Oh yeah, I cannot wait. Okay. Okay, so let's do, should we do a little bit more roguery skill? A little bit more roguery skill, a little bit more scouting? I think scouting probably. And we did level up. And I do need to do a little bit of otherwise leveling for our other people. Let's do that. There we go. Gonna pay 365. I do need to get rid of some people as well. Let's get rid of some of these guys. And I actually did level up, right? Didn't I? Yes, I got 1 career point. Okay, so what do we want to spec into? I am thinking about the Wellspring of Dar, actually. I think the Wellspring of Dar is going to be really, really useful for us. But unfortunately right now, I cannot afford to do that unless I change something else. Spell damage increases roguery. I mean, that's kind of nice as it is. This scales with roguery. I can't let go of any of these things. For every hit enemy, gain 0.25% of your maximum winds of magic. I mean, obviously that's fantastic as well. But I can't really... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I love the synergies with this class. It is really, really spectacular. Let me actually see here. Can I go into a battle against this guy? I think I can. It's just very much dependent on if we can catch up to him. We're getting a significant amount of cash now as well. And this guy... Okay, this guy sounds extremely funny. He sounds super, super funny, considering he has no lower jaw. But yes, we're going to go into a battle with this fellow as well. This is going to be super, super simple for us as well. It should be simple. But, yeah, I don't know. You never know. You never know. Sometimes there's always those situations where you kind of think, yes, that was supposed to be the most simple thing that we could have done. But no, it actually turned out being very, very difficult. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to get into range and I'm going to fire my magic bolt. There we go, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Is it gonna hit? It did, and they only hit 2 people. Wow, okay, that's rather disappointing, isn't it? Okay, Screaming Skull, boom, let's do it. Okay, my thing is 100%, let's use it. What? I didn't kill anyone? Are you serious? Wow, okay, yeah, no, these guys are obviously really, they've got a lot of HP. They must have a lot of HP or something like that. That must be what's going on here. Alright, that's intriguing. Alright, well, whatever the case, I am actually without any more winds of magic, unfortunately. I'm not going to be able to... It's because they're all really, really separated, aren't they? Yeah, that's the reason why they were so difficult for us to deal with. But I guess it doesn't really matter too much. We're going to win no matter what. Because we have the advantage, we have the numbers, we have the power. It's just unfortunate that I wasn't really able to level up my spellcraft anymore, but I guess we did get to use our Screaming Skull ability, which is pretty much the entire reason why we even want to go into battles. We just want to use one of the highest tier spells that we have available to us. I am going to let this guy go, even though it doesn't really do anything for me. I mean, maybe I should take him prisoner. I actually don't know what the best course of action is when it comes to this kind of thing, but I guess it doesn't really matter about that either. So let's just get this and this and this, and there we have it. Oh yeah, no, that's not actually going to give me... That's not actually going to level those guys up, unfortunately. Oh well, never mind. Okay, we got a lot of loot. We got a huge amount of loot, and that just kind of makes me think: is there something that I can spend money on as a vampire, apart from spells? I'm gonna assume that the spells are the main reason why you want cash. And generally, if you know a huge amount of spells, that's actually pretty good, because that increases your winds of magic if you actually have the appropriate career perk. So that is actually kind of good. Anyway, let's just take a quick look here. I do want to get some braces, because as you can see, I'm actually wearing braces that are not specialist braces. Oh my. Yes, absolutely perfect. Okay, so I found the NECRARCH robe, which is exactly what I've been wanting to find this entire time. Whoa, that's what it looks like? Really? We get to see his gaunt figure? Alright, okay. I guess that's how it's going to have to be. Are we going to get to see anything else? No. Okay, I guess I will just buy these Light Wizard braces, though. I guess that kind of makes sense. And there we go. I'm going to get 40,000 because I just sold everything else back to the guy. And we are also going to be selling this, and there we are. Okay, so that's basically it. That's all we can do. I don't think I can get any additional horses. I might be able to get some more sumpter horses. Does this cause me to have some herding problems? No, it's actually causing me to speed up, which, if anything, is fantastic. That is really, really good. So I am happy with this. I'm going to get 34,000, actually. 34,200. And we could probably sell a couple of things just to get a little bit more, you know. There we are. Okay, nice, nice. We are now looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. And I think we... Oh, no, I don't need to level up anyone else. Oh, okay, that's kind of sad. I actually thought I needed a couple of other level ups. I have been recruiting some regiments of renown and things like that, so I was kind of hoping that, you know, they needed more level ups, because whenever we can level those guys up, that's always very good. You know, mostly the Blood Dragons. I've been leveling up Blood Dragon Initiates, I think they're called. Initiates or, yeah, something like that. And they're actually pretty good. I think you can get those from Voldenhof over here, and yeah, you can get these other guys from Castle Drakenhof. And I'm not a big fan of the other guys. So I'm gonna try to get the Blood Dragons as much as possible, because they turn into extremely strong, or seemingly extremely strong cavalry, and that's obviously what we want. So what we're going to do is just gain some roguery skill there. Wait a minute, what do we got going on here? We got some crazy stuff going on here. Okay, this is absolutely fantastic. If these guys want to fight me together, I will be happy to deal with them. But apparently they don't. Apparently they are happy just running away and getting themselves absolutely slaughtered. So, let's go for forced march here. I look super funny now, don't I? I look like I'm 2 steps away from becoming a bat. Yeah, well, never mind. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. And I kind of wish I had leveled up a little bit, because if I'd leveled up, I would actually start with my career ability fully charged, which would actually be super fun. But yeah, I guess I can use Screaming Skull here. Let's this slow motion effect really helps me a great deal with this. Boom. Massive damage. Don't get killed. Nice level up. There we go. And oh, I might actually die from this guy. Oh, that would be really sad if I died from him straight up. Okay, now we can tell everyone to charge in. I am going to be using my Dance Macabre thing here. That was a nice hit, if I do say so myself. Thank you very much. Oh, look at that. Gundred is actually getting a huge amount of level ups too. Oh, I like it. I like it. Thank you. He's actually doing something. He's actually doing something useful, instead of just being one of those random companions, like I said before. Sometimes they are just so bad. But I'm very appreciative of him right now. He actually took advantage of the situation and did exactly what he needed to do to make something happen. That was fantastic. Alright, yeah, so let's just speed things along. And we're done. There you go. Look at that. We basically took no casualties whatsoever, but we're gaining 30 influence every single time. I actually wonder, it feels like the vampires are gaining so much more influence than the other people, but let's actually take this guy prisoner and see if anything changes. I don't think this is going to make any difference whatsoever, but I think it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to try, I guess. And I actually wonder how far we are away from leveling up. And I'm talking about our clan tier, of course. It seems like we're pretty far away, as you can see. So, clan tier 4 is quite a bit of ways, which is somewhat unfortunate, but, you know, not much I can do about that. And we can indeed level ourselves up. So, let's actually level up right now. Let's get some of these guys. Oh, we can actually start getting our Blood Dragon Templars. Some of those guys are going to be insane. And there you go, 650. It literally cost me 650 to upgrade. And I actually, wait a minute, I don't even want to fight this guy yet. I'm spending way too many winds of magic when we go into these fights, and my regeneration is not fast enough to keep up, which is hilarious. I feel like I should really get that regeneration thing that that helps me in the battle. That would probably be kind of useful, but oh well, never mind. It's not that big a deal, right? It's not that big a deal, and we're gonna have a good time here. There are so many vassals in the area that have relatively similar army sizes to us as well, which makes all the difference in the world. It's going to be so incredibly easy for us to eliminate them, or try to eliminate them at least. And I actually, you know what I'd really like? I would love it if they would all attack us at the same time. I would like to be fighting 300 enemies. You know, 300 enemies I think is our maximum. Maybe we could go a little bit further than that, dependent on if I can get a really, really good hit with Screaming Skull. But most of the time, yeah, that's going to be, yeah, a bit of a pipe dream, but you never know. Sometimes you can get really, really lucky like this. There we go. Let's get that. And then let's just murder. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. And I actually can use my Blast of Agony again straight away, because I used it in a smart fashion while Screaming Skull was still active on the field. And so I can literally use it again right away, which I think I will do. Boom, there you go. Didn't kill any of my own people either, which is a feat unto itself. And also maybe a hand. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, yes. Okay, so let me actually just see if I can do something here with my Dance Macabre. Maybe we could do this right here. I don't know. Maybe I can just use that against with some of our cavalry. I actually don't even know whether that's particularly useful, but we have 122 in Spellcraft now. And we do need 200. Don't we need 200 to get master level or something like that? Which is pretty crazy, but some of these adept level spells are basically all you need anyway. You don't really need to get master level spells most of the time, because Screaming Skull is just absolutely fantastic, as we've seen. It's just really, really powerful. And while it is very expensive, if you have that other thing that, you know, regenerates your Winds of Magic while you're in the battle, that's really not super difficult to get, considering you also have a passive generation of the career ability as it is. Very, very nice. Let's take a prisoner as well, even though, as I say, it doesn't really help me that much to do so. And yeah, we do have a couple of people that we can also... yeah, I think I might get rid of some of these, actually. Let's just get rid of some of those, just because I don't really need to take all of them. Let's see how much we get for 111 prisoners, because if we take on average about 100 prisoners, we gain about 500. So basically, you know, for every one unit, on average, we're gaining 5 dark energy, which is pretty good, actually. That's a nice ratio, in my opinion. And it would be good if we can continue to get something similar to that, because look at how expensive it is to actually upgrade my troops, and I need to be able to continually do that over and over again, because if I don't, I'm then going to be in some really, really poor situations. So with that, I actually wanted to take a quick look and see exactly what's going on with our diplomacy tab here, because obviously, you know, if you know anything about the vampires, they have huge amounts of troops usually, right? So you look at their total strength. 9,500, obviously pretty insane. And then you also have these other guys. They obviously, we know them. We might even be able to tackle them. We might be able to tackle those guys at Brass Keep. And then we got Stierland right here. Stierland obviously going to be very, very difficult for us right now because they have 7,200. But Ostermark is probably going to be okay. I think that we might be able to tackle these guys without too many issues. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.